Hello crafty friends, welcome back to Jenny Love Journals. So today's video, guys, is going to be a bundle video. I have several bundles that I'm going to be selling today, but before I get started in showing you each bundle, I'm going to explain to you how you can claim them. So if you see a specific bundle that you like, I will go through each bundle and I will show you what is included, and there will be a bundle number and a price on each bundle. So if you see a specific bundle that you would like to purchase, go ahead and shoot me an email to claim the bundle. Now, to make sure that that bundle is still available, before you send an email, go ahead and check the comment section below this video to make sure that that bundle is still available. Pinned to the top of the comments, I will have a list of all the bundles that are still available. So as soon as a bundle gets claimed, I will eliminate that bundle from the list so that you know what is available and what is not available. So again, if you see a bundle that you're interested in purchasing, go ahead, check the comments first, make sure that bundle or bundles, if you want more than one, are still available. If they are, go ahead, shoot me an email. My email address will be in the description below this video, and claim your bundle. Let me know what the bundle number is, or bundles numbers are, and send me your information, your full name, the address in which you want me to ship your bundles. And then once you do that, within 24 to 48 hours, I will send you an invoice with your total for the bundle cost and the shipping cost. Shipping goes according to where you live. I am shipping from Southwest Florida, so wherever you live from Southwest Florida, the weight of your bundle and your location is what your shipping cost will be. I do use Pirate Ship, so there is always a little bit of a discount on shipping. So that is the process. Again, if you see a bundle you like, check the comments, make sure it's still available. If so, shoot me an email with the bundle number, your information, and then we will go from there and I will send you an invoice. All right, without further ado, let's get right into this. As I said before, right now I am doing bundle sales in video form until I guess I get enough participants, I should say, to be able to take them to live stream sales. So I think once I'm confident enough that I will have enough people participate or join the live streams, until then we are going to do them in video form. So hopefully we can take them to live streams really soon. Now, last week's bundle sale, we had 8 bundles for sale. 4 of the 8 bundles did sell, so we still do have 4 bundles left from last week's bundle sale. Or I'm sorry, the week before. We didn't do one last week. The week before. So if you are interested in seeing what we have left from the week before's bundle sale, again, we still have 4 bundles left. Go check those out. But again, we have several bundles. So the numbers on the bundles are basically a continuation from last week's, because last week we had 8 bundles. So we're going to start with this week's first bundle, which is bundle number 9. And this bundle is going for $15. So let's open her up and show you what we got in here. So again, if you're interested in seeing or purchasing what you see in this bundle, go ahead, shoot me an email saying that you want bundle number 9. All right, we have some very pretty lace, or I mean ribbon, sorry. Brand new, never opened, and it's like a black ribbon, and it's got the shimmery silver design on it. We have another one here, same thing, brand new, never opened. It's black, and it's got the silver shimmer on it. We have this pretty lace. I keep saying lace, ribbon. I do have some lace for sale. This is ribbon. There's a good amount of it. The price that are on the individual packages, this is actually the price from other stores, not my price. My price is right here on the bag. Again, this whole bundle is $15. But this is a beautiful sheer black ribbon with the pearl accents. How beautiful is that? I don't know exactly how much is here. Definitely more than a yard, but there is quite a bit of it here. And then we have another one, the same thing, but in a like a red, like a wine color, if you will, a red wine color. It's the same thing. It's a beautiful sheer ribbon with the beaded trim. How beautiful is that? and there is quite a bit of that. Okay, I'm not going to bore you while you watch me put them back in the packages. I will do that between bundles here. I included this 45 count Rolodex cards. There's 45 of them in here. They're all the same, but they are blank Rolodex cards so that you can embellish these for your junk journals. You can make them into pockets. You can put them in pockets, whatever you'd like to do. Again, there are 45 of those. This is a tin. It's the Detroit Institute of Art's tin. And it is vintage. I don't know how vintage, but it is vintage. On the inside, it tells some more information if you want to pause and read that. I don't see, is there a date? I don't see a date. But anyways, this is filled with paper, like square paper. Let me see what the size of it is, the paper anyway. I'll give you guys an idea of the tin size. The paper is 4.5 by 4.5. And the ends, or the edges, as you can see, are rounded. And there's a whole bunch. This whole thing is filled with paper, and then you get the tin. Okay, we also have this whole roll of gold ribbon. Beautiful, beautiful gold ribbon. Again, it's the entire roll. It does look like it's vintage. I just don't know how old it is. And we have this, which is a bag that is literally filled with miscellaneous black ribbon. So we have some thick black ribbon here. And we have, this one's my favorite. It's like a shimmery. Look at how pretty that is. There's a couple of them in there. And I rolled them up neatly into like these rolls so that they're not like all over the place. Once they get to you in shipping, I can't guarantee that they will be back to normal. Like, yes, some of them are already starting to unravel. Here's like a satin black ribbon, some regular, you know, average black ribbon. And these are some satin black ribbons. And then we have a whole bunch of black ribbon in here that has the pink edges there, and it's like a black satin. So you get a whole bag of the different black ribbon, and it's perfect just in time for Halloween if you're making Halloween journals. Okay, we're not done yet, guys. We're not done yet. We have this. They're like stamps. They're obviously not real stamps, but they are of stamp material. And you have different ones. There's like seashells and sea urchins. There's fish, different kinds of fish here, as you can see, and it is perforated like a stamp. And then we got some birds, some beautiful birds. And this one seems to open this way. Here's some more birds and some more birds. So if you like birds, or if you're making a journal where you can use birds. Okay, come on. I can't get my nail in between there to grab it. Oh, it's because it wants to open the other way. And some more birds. Beautiful blue jay. And then we have some more sea stuff. Some seashells and sea urchins and things like that. Upside down. Here's some more. Just a whole bunch, obviously. We have different things here, like a meteor crater, leaves, fingerprints, all kinds of stuff. Ships, mammoths, all kinds of different ones. And there's like 4 sheets here. So you get all of those. And then here is a garden pools, fountains, and waterfalls book, or magazine, if you will. I don't know. I know it's vintage, but I'm not sure of the date. 1975. This is the 4th printing. Here, let me bring it up closer so you can see that. 1975 is the date that this came out. And it's got, you know, fountains, waterfalls, and streams, garden pools, water gardens, and fish ponds, things like that. But there are a lot of really cool diagrams, pictures, depictions, all kinds of stuff in here that you can cut out and make ephemera for your junk journals. A lot of them are in black and white, but if you are making like vintage style journals, then this would be perfect for you, especially if you're doing like gardening journals. So there's a whole bunch of really nice ephemera making action going on in there. These are punch outs, and as you can see, they have the tab there for the pull so that you can go in and pull out whatever you want. So these are pockets actually, and they punch out. So as you can see, they're perforated and they punch right out of this board so that you're ready to go. And there's 2 of them. You get 2 sheets of that. So I think there's 24 of them in total because it goes up to 24 here. So you get 24 of those. And lastly, in bundle number 9, this Vintage Life magazine. Now, as you can see, it is in pretty rough condition. It is a 1972, October 27th, 1972 magazine. The cover is detached from the magazine. But the cover is still here. And the majority of the pages are actually in excellent condition. So if you're a collector of vintage magazines, or if you like to use vintage magazines for your junk journals like I do, this would be perfect for you. And again, oh, I love that car. You can cut out a lot of things from this magazine and make some really cool ephemera. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but as you can get an idea here of what we're dealing with. Love that. But there's quite a few pages in here. I don't know if the pages are numbered. 78 pages in this magazine. And again, this is a vintage 1972 Life magazine. So again, guys, this is bundle number 9. Bundle number 9 for $15 US. If you are interested in purchasing this bundle, again, go down in the comments, make sure it's still available, and if so, shoot me an email to claim it. All right, guys, coming in with bundle number 10. Bundle number 10 is $12. If you can see that. So if you're interested in what you see here, again, this is bundle number 10. So we have lots of napkins in here, guys. If you are into decoupaging or embellishing with napkins, these are whole packages, unopened napkins. It doesn't say how many napkins. Let's see. They are 3-ply, and they are 10 by 10, and 20, duh, right there in front of my face, 20 napkins. So we have these pretty summery palm tree paradise napkins. We have some Christmas poinsettia napkins. These were open. These are in a Ziploc bag, but as you can see, there's a bunch. There's a bunch of the poinsettia ones here, and then some of the holly or mistletoe or whatever on this one. So you get, these are the holly, and then these are the poinsettia. And there's the beverage napkins. These are also 3-ply napkins. Very pretty. And then we have 19 and 7/8 inch by 9 and 7/8 inch by 9 and 27 and 32. And these have hearts on them. So these are perfect for Valentine's Day. Brand new package, unopened. We have this Parrot Tropically napkin. And these are 2-ply, 12 and 7/8 by 12 and 7/8. For the Parrot. These are the longer napkins. These are my favorite. These are beautiful. They're like a Victorian rose, if you can see that. So pretty. Oh, it says Victorian Trading. Antiquarian roses. There's 16 of them, 4 1/4 by 7 3/4. How pretty. We have another set of the long napkins, and these are like fruits. You got like grapes and lemons and beautiful designs. There's some watermelons up there, and excuse me, there's 16 of them. They are 3-ply, 13 by 16 inch. Lots and lots of them in there. Thanksgiving is coming up. For those of you who are making Thanksgiving journals, we have some Thanksgiving napkins. And these are 24 2-ply 13-inch by 13-inch napkins. And again, there's 24 of them in there, unopened. And then we have this one, which is 23-ply 13 by 13-inch napkins. Beautiful, beautiful design on those. So that's a lot of napkins, guys. And to go with it, if you're doing cookbook journals, recipe journals, things like that, you will also get this Better Homes and Gardens new cookbook. It is the paperback edition. And the date, it is vintage. Let's see if I can find a date here. 1996. So it's not too vintage, obviously. Vintage, as you know, classifies as 20 years prior to the current year. But in my opinion, I don't know. I don't feel like 2005 is vintage, in my opinion, even though that's like the rule for vintage. But anyways, this is from, what did I say, 1996. And this is a paperback Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. Lots and lots of recipes in here that you can cut out. You can back them onto cardstock or coordinating scrapbook paper, put them in pockets and things like that. And then you'll also get this one, which is the Miracle Blender cookbook. It is a hardcover cookbook, excellent condition. Spine, cover are all in excellent shape. Even the end papers are in really, really good shape. The year on this one is 1967. So this is definitely vintage. I'm going to bring that up so you guys can see. 1967 is the year on this. And this is a cookbook for blender recipes. But while there's a lot of really good recipes in here, there's a lot of really good pictures in here that you can cut out and use to make ephemera for your cookbook journals and recipe journals and things like that. Lots and lots of recipes too that you can cut out. And like I said, you can back them onto cardstock or coordinating scrapbook paper and put them into pockets, clip them to the sides of pages and things like that. So you get this whole bundle with the two cookbooks and all of the napkins. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packages of napkins. And the price again is $12. Bundle number 10 for $12. If you are interested in this bundle, again, go down in the comments section, make sure it's still available, and claim it by shooting me an email. All right, guys, coming in with bundle number 11. Bundle number 11 is also $12. I have it in this package because the clear ones that I have were not big enough for all of these to fit. This is an awesome bundle. So let me put this over here. So we have this huge scan of this very beautiful ribbon, shimmery. It's like a red wine color, if you will, and it's got the gold shimmer, the gold trim, and the gold shimmer. How pretty. And you get all of that, lots and lots of it there. It was on a big round spool, but it takes up a lot of space in these shipping bags, so I took it all off the spool and I wrapped it like that. So you get that. Here's another one, same concept. You get a big spool of this, and it is this beautiful my husband said it's purple, but I see blue. What do you guys see? Let me know in the comments. I see like a royal blue with a gold jacquard print on it. How beautiful is that? And it's nice and thick, very, very thick, very durable, and you get a lot of it, as you can see. So there's that. You also get the Patchwork Primer Manual. So this you can use for your, if you're, not a sewer and you don't make quilts and things like that, you can absolutely use this for your junk journaling. Lots and lots of little things in here that you can cut out and make ephemera. How cool would these be to make journaling cards and tags, and or use them to embellish, things like that. Lots of things in here that you can use for ephemera making. Love it. And then to go with it, you get these, they're like little punch outs. Bring it up closer. And it like peels off right here and you can punch it out. Oh, well, here's one. One of them peeled off. But there's like squares and triangles, things like that. And you can use these to make or embellish things. Here's red. So that was a black one. Here's a couple of red ones. Here's a white one. That one's easier to see. And a blue one. So again, if you are like a quilter or a patchwork sewer, then this would obviously be perfect for you. But if you're not, then you can definitely utilize all of these to make beautiful ephemera for your junk journals. All right, next we have this, which goes with this. Now these are vintage. It's dot snapper kits. I don't know how old, but by looking at the box, you can, imagine that it is pretty vintage. So if you like to attach the little snaps onto your junk journals, it comes with the tool here to do so. And then the button impressions, a whole thing of them right here. And there's a bunch of them down in here. And then also there's some more of them. Here, let me open this up. Sometimes people utilize these to make buckle snaps to close their journals and fasten their journals and things like that. Here's some more. And they come in this cute little case. And you will also get a sewing awl. And this is a vintage sewing awl. So as you can see, you will get that. That all comes together. You'll also get this, which is the same as that. Basically, you get a great big roll of this, and that is like a burlap trim, ribbon, what have you, with the white polka dots. Super duper cute. Brand new. This was also on a roll, and I took it off the roll. And all three of these that I showed you were on rolls that were brand new, not even opened. I actually had to open them to take them off the rolls to, re-roll them so that they would fit in the packaging. So there's those. And there's another bag in here, which has lots and lots of embroidery thread. Brand new packs of embroidery thread. So here's the primary colors. There are 32 skeins, and each skein is 10 yards of embroidery thread. So you get 32 unopened of the primary colors. And then you also get 32 also unopened. This is 6-strand cotton floss, 36 skeins, 8.75 yards of the pastel. Not even opened. So you get both of these. These are perfect for tying in your signatures. I mean, you can use these for all kinds of things, but I mostly use these to tie in my signatures. And then you get this notebook here, or this journal album, whatever you want to call it. And it is like on a handmade cover, and it has like the handmade paper, the pressed paper. It does say Tuesday on the inside, but that's literally the only thing that's written in here. And it comes with, let me bring it up close so you can see it. It's all pressed paper. And there's a bunch of sheets, as you can see. So you can start a brand new journal out of this. And then we also have this baggie full of tassels and beads. They are like a blue and gold tassel, as you can see. Super duper cute. So if you make tassels, dangles, things like that that come off the spines of your journals, these would be perfect. And it also has the beads as well. Let me, so you can see them. A bunch of the blue and the white beads that are in there to go with it, so that you can add some beads to your dangles. So that is everything that comes in bundle number 11, and bundle 11 is $12. So again, if you are interested in receiving this bundle, make sure you check to make sure it's available and shoot me an email to claim. All right, guys, coming in with bundle number 12. This bundle is $15. Right now, I do have it in a bag because it's very large pieces. But when you order it, I will be putting it in a larger shipping bag or shipping box probably, because these are some large pieces. So again, this is bundle number 12 and it is $15. So I'm going to bring it over here and we'll start with, I have some of these in 2 separate bags. So these are very vintage. This is lace, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful lace with the green ribbon braided through. How beautiful is that? And again, it is vintage. So pretty. You get this huge bundle of it. Here, let me come in so that you can see that without grabbing from the middle. There we go. How absolutely beautiful is that? There we go. I love it. It comes on a foam block. So like a foam spool, if you will, because of how large it is. You get all of this, guys, all of this. I don't know how much of it is here, but as you can see, there's a lot. So there's that. And then we have another one. This is unopened, unused. It's the same thing, but it's like a different green, and the lace is white rather than a cream color. As you can see the difference in the two. This is like a cream color with like an emerald green ribbon that goes through. This is white. The green is almost like an emerald. I don't want to open it because it's sealed. I want to let you guys open it, but you get the idea here. And it's got like a different design here as the beautiful ribbon goes through. And as you can see, there is the frilly ruffle on it. So you get this whole thing, which is also on a foam spool, because there's so much of it here. I don't think it says on the outside of the bag how much of it is in here. It doesn't. But anyway, you get that. And then you get another one, but this is yellow, guys. How pretty is that? It's the white lace with the yellow ribbon guided through. How stinking cute is that? And it's got, as you can see, the ruffles. Ignore that price tag. The $2.50 is what I paid for each of these, actually. So I'll take that off so that you guys don't have to. But anyways, how pretty is that? So you get all 3 of those. And then you get this, which is beautiful, beautiful purple lace. And it, too, is on a foam block because there's so much of it. Let me take... There's a pin in there, so if you happen to be the one to receive this, be very careful. There's 2 holding both ends. But how beautiful is this lace? Beautiful purple, beautiful design. I love it. Again, don't know how much of it is here, but as you can see, just with the naked eye, that, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot of it here. This will last you a good while. So you get that. You also get this giant roll of white tulle. This is wedding tulle, but you can use it for all kinds of things, obviously. And it's a whole roll. I don't know how much is here. It does not say. I know it might be hard to see on camera because it's tulle, you know, it's transparent almost. But you get a whole giant spool of this beautiful white tulle. So there's that. And then keep in mind, guys, this is all in one bundle, all for $15. Pink tulle, or crinoline. Is this tulle or crinoline? I want to say it's called crinoline. But you get a whole big thing of this. And maybe it's tulle. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys would call this, crinoline or tulle. Because it feels almost like a soft crinoline, but it looks like a tulle. So, but it is a beautiful pink color, and there is quite a bit of it here. as you guys can see. So you'll receive that. And then here's a giant slab of the white crinoline. Huge, huge, huge amount of the white crinoline. Oh my God, there's so much of it here. I don't even know where the end is. But let me put my hand down here and bring it up. Here, let me turn it around because I want you guys to see it through my hand there. There you go. How pretty is that? It's thick. It's like a thick, it's not coarse, it's very soft, but it's thicker than like this tool, for example. This is a very thin, soft tool, where this is a more of a thicker, more stable tool. There is a little bit of staining right there, as you guys can see. Maybe somebody set it down on a table and it got on something, but y'all, look at how much you get. Look at how much you get. Like, this is gonna last you a lifetime. Unless you're making like 5 wedding dresses, this is gonna last you a really long time. So there's that. And then here's another one. Well, there's 3 of them here. 3 of them here, but they are different. So this is more of like a shiny sheer, as you can see. And this is like a tool, very shiny, very sheer, big roll of that. And then this is white, just your plain white tool, almost like this, but in a larger sheet. And then this is more of a, like a matte white tool, if you will. And you get a big, large sheet of that. So there's those 3. Hold on, guys, we are not done. Here's more tool. The white tool here, you get a whole bunch of that. And then lastly, here is a thicker tool. I think this is the thickest out of all of them. Yes, this is a coarser, so this actually might be crinoline here. This is, if you can hear that, it's like coarser. It's like the kind of material that you would put under like a wedding dress if you wanted to poof out, you know, to give it that volume. This is what you would use. So I want to say this is called crinoline, and you get 2 of them. 2 big, huge things of them, as you can see. Holy moly, guys. So you get the crinoline, several bundles of the white tool, this giant bundle of white tool, this big pink bundle of white tool, this big bundle of pink tool, this big spool of very soft, very delicate white tool, the purple ribbon, the yellow and white lace, the green and white lace, and the green and cream lace. All of this, guys, all of it for $15. Can't go wrong. Bundle number 12, $15. If you are interested, make sure, again, you check in the comments to make sure it's still available. If it is, go ahead, shoot me an email to claim it. All right, guys, coming in with bundle number 13. Bundle number 13 is $8, and there are two in one. So both of these are one bundle. Do I need to go out any further? It won't let me. Okay. So both of these are one bundle. You get both of them for $8. Again, this is bundle number 13. So let me show you what is in each one. So basically, both of these bundles are a lot of scrap fabrics, other than this beautiful ribbon, pink and gold ribbon. How pretty is that? You get a whole unopened thing, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. You get 4 of these, and that is included. You also get this ribbon, which is like a burlap with the white lace in it, brand new, never opened. You get 9 feet of that, of the burlap ribbon. Super duper cute. So there's that. There is a stack of batting here. These are cut into, let me measure them, 6 by 5 inch pieces of batting. They're pre-cut. I actually bought all of this that you're about to see in a church sale, so it's obviously a project that somebody started. and didn't finish, or these are just the leftovers from their project, but this is all batting. There's some cream color batting, some white batting, and things like that. So there's that. Here is like a white cord, if you will, so you can tie closures around your journals and things like that. There's another white. Now, going through this, guys, bear with me because this is all scrap fabric. These are all pre-cut with pinking shears. They are like an aqua, purple, and bluish colors, and they are cut into strips for a project that someone started. As you can see, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot, y'all. There's some that are really long. As you can see, there's several pieces there. There are really long pieces. Here's some of the purple, some of the blue, some more of the purple. Very pretty designs. Love that one. That's pretty. Some of these are really long. I'm just not, like, see, I'm just not unfolding them all the way, but some of them are really long. It's like a tie-dye-ish. And here's like the project that they started with the pieces here. There's some of those. You can use these to make pockets, flips, things like that. And there's several of those here, as you can see. So there is that. Put these back in the bag. Okay, we also have some of this. When I did the haul video for these, I didn't show you everything, but I'm going to show you as much as I can today since, you know, this is the bundle video. But this is beautiful if you're doing baby book journals, children's journals, things like that. Beautiful fabric. As you can see, there's several pieces of it here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. How cute is that? And they are cut into strips. All right, so here's some scrap fabric pieces. This is very soft, almost like a terry cloth. We got the elephants here. There's 2 pieces of that cut into some square shapes there. Some more of those blue ones here just kind of floating around. Here is a few pieces of this. There's like 4. Oh wait, it was upside down. Or no, they're connected together. Inside out, actually. It's a little bag somebody made. Little pouch. There we go. But you can cut that up and reuse it. Let's see. Just, again, all fabric scraps, guys. All fabric scraps in this. Here is a bunch of, there's like little triangles. It looks like starfish and blue water and things like that. And it's a bunch of little triangles cut up. Here we have some yellow. They are cut into very long strips, as you can see. Very long strips. And there's 2 of those here. Fold it back up. This is a long one. This is a long one. I will resituate that before I put them back in the bag. Here is some like beachy fabric, and it is cut into a very long strip, as you can see. So basically these, you know, being that these are scrap pieces and they're not, you know, large pieces of fabric, these are perfect for making ephemera. Like I said, fabric flips, fabric pockets, fabric ruffles, fabric clusters, all kinds of stuff. Here's another very long, thinner strip. There's several of those here. I would say 4 or 5 of them. Lots and lots of them. Somebody was definitely doing some projects. Let me move these out of the way. We have these. These are cut into squares. There's 2 of those. Pretty, pretty, pretty. 2 of these. Some more of this. How pretty is that? That's like a retro-y. Love that one. That one's really pretty. So there's several of these square pieces. Let's see what the measurement is on the square ones. They are 5 by 5, I'm assuming. Yep, 5 by 5 inches for these ones. And bear with me, guys, because there's a lot. Here's some more of the beachy ones, a thick thing of them. I don't know how many are here, but there's quite a few. More of the long beachy strip fabric. And here's even some more. Here's some blue. Oh, that's pretty. Piece of that. Like an orange. That's pretty. And like a green. Some purple. Some plain, I don't even know, like a cantaloupe color, if you will. There's 4 of those. Here's another pink. God, guys, there's so much in here. Oh, here's some more batting. Didn't know. There's some more batting. Several more pieces of batting. Here's another piece of batting. And, oh my gosh, it's like all of the same. Here's some red. Here's like this one. That one's pretty cool. It's all the same, basically, from what I just showed you. There's this very long strip. So let me just bring the bag over here and show you that there's still a lot in here. And a lot of it is like what I already showed you. A lot of the same. Oh, that's cute. That one I didn't show you. How cute is that? But as you can see, the majority of it is a lot of the same ones that I had already showed you that are cut into strips and square pieces. So again, this whole bag is just filled with scrap fabric. So again, like I said, fabric clusters, fabric ruffles, fabric pockets, fabric flips, all kinds of stuff you can utilize this scrap fabric for. So let me put these away so I can show you the other, because there's another bag of scrap fabrics that come in this bundle here. Put these in here. Okay, we have this bag too, y'all. I don't think I'm going to pull everything out of here because we'll be here all day, just like the other bag. It took a while to go through the majority of it, and we didn't even go through all of it. Here is some green burlap twine just sitting in there. We have some of this beige or tan cord here, some ribbon, lots and lots of ribbon. Oh my gosh, look at all this ribbon. Just a lot of scraps, guys. Ribbons, lots of ribbons in this one. So this will be sold basically as is. There's a lot of this purple. Let me roll it up because there's quite a bit of this purple, but the majority of what's in here will be sold as is. So you can just go through, something stuck to the tape, there we go, and organize it how you want it. Yeah, because like there's a lot of this purple here. It was just basically all thrown in here and sold. I bought both of these bags at a church sale. I forgot how much I paid for these bags, but so there's the purple. Lots and lots of ribbon, guys. Like, look at with the sequins. So pretty. There's this in here with sequins. It's like a fabric. Very, very pretty. Like a satin green. Super nice. Lots of gray, and some of them have the excuse me, the Velcro on the ends. Some of them do, some of them don't. There's some like green and white. Here's like a pretty blue, like an aqua blue. There's a lot of that one too. Here's another one with the sequins. This kind of reminds me of like a mermaid, right? How pretty is that? Lots and lots. And then some more scrap fabric. These are the blue ones that we saw in the other one, but they're like, these are squares. These are all cut up squares. And there's so many of them here. Oh my God. And these are all the squares cut up. Not even going to count them because there's so many. And here, bunch more squares. Look at that. Holy cows alive. Lots and lots of the blues. Like I said, the ones that we were looking at in the other bag, but these are all the cut up squares. These look like they're 5 by 5. There's a pin right there. I'm going to grab it before somebody gets themselves. It's a good thing I seen it, but a lot of it here, as you can see, tons and tons and tons of it. And you guys, if you like scrap fabric, you're going to have a field day with this. Here's another one of the same thing, but they're cut into triangles. There's a pin right there. Bunch of triangles. Here's some of the yellow. This is just white 4 by 4. There's not a whole lot, but there's a few of them in there. And then the project that they were actually working on for the reason for all of this, there's pieces of it here, which is this right here. Now you can use this to cover a journal, not a very big journal, maybe like a traveler's notebook journal or something like that. There's 2 pieces here. If you wanted to use this to cover the outside of your journals. So that is these 2 bags, bundles, I should say. You get everything I just showed you in both bundles for $8. And this is both of these is all one bundle, bundle number 13. So if you want this bundle and you want to claim it, go ahead and shoot me an email. All right, coming in with bundle number 14. Bundle number 14, this bundle is $20. There are 2 packages to this bundle because I couldn't fit everything in one. So this one is good. This has a lot of vintage books, so we'll get to that here in a minute, which is why it is a little bit more pricier than the rest, because there's a lot of vintage books over here. But again, bundle number 14 for $20. So going into the first bag, we have this, which is full of the blue and white gingham bows. I don't know how many are in there. 5, 6, 7. There's about 12 of them in there, I would say. And they're all bows. Very, very cute. And then we have all of this ribbon, y'all. There's 2, and all of them are pretty much new. 2 of these with the burlap. Is that burlap? I think it's just made to look like burlap. I don't know, but they have the little carrots on there. How cute is that? And that is 3 yards each. And then there's these 2 with the paw prints. How cute. They're both new. And then you have this. That one's just kind of floating around in there. And then you have this big old roll of that. Like a retro-y feel, if you will, with the butterflies. Love that. And then lots and lots of different colors. You have the multicolor ribbon here. And then like a blue, like a light blue, dark blue, purple, yellow. Some of these have been used. A light powder blue. You have the red, white, and blue. Perfect for 4th of July or Independence Day journals. Like an aqua blue. And another yellow. But this is thicker than the other one. So you get all of those, and then this green one that was just floating around in there. Okay, so there's all of the ribbons. Now there's 2 bags of books over here. We'll open this one up first. So I'm giving you guys, or not giving, I'm including a bag of buttons. They're like the pastel colors, pinks, blues, yellows, purples. Whole bunch of buttons there. These are some sports die cuts. Let me open these up here. For those of you who are making sports journals, maybe your son, your grandson. Some football, and it is football season. Yay! Let's go Buffalo! But these are all die cuts. Some basketballs. Hoop it up. Football helmet. Baseball bat. Got some banners. Soccer ball. Baseball. Here's another baseball. Here's the baseballs. Some more footballs and soccer balls. And some grass, because, you know, we play on the field. So you get those die cuts. All right, here is a vintage book. Some of you may have seen this book in one of my haul videos. It's called Let's Talk About Lying. And the book itself is in, for the most part, pretty good condition. There's like some scuffs and things right there. Let's see, the date, or the year, I should say, for this book is 1982. Right there. All of the pages are in really good condition. So you can make a journal out of this, out of the book itself. You can use it as a cover. You can utilize the pages to make some really cool ephemera. Like I said, all the pages, there's like little stains at the top here. But again, it's, you know, it's a vintage book. It's what, 43 years old. So there's that. And then we have this one, which is a Scott Forsman reader, Kick Up Your Heels. This was an old school book, like an elementary school book here, level 4, so maybe 4th grade, if that's what that means. But anyways, it used to belong to a school. It's in amazing condition. Even the spine, that used to be like a price sticker or something. If you can see, it's just like a worn out sticker. But the book itself is in really good condition. The year, this page is ripped a little bit right there. See if I can find a year. 1983. Put that up there. 1983. So this again was an old school book. All the pages are in really good condition. You can definitely utilize this to make some ephemera. The book itself you can utilize to make a journal. The covers, just if you want it to be a thinner book, you can just leave the original spine or take the spine out and create a bigger spine. You know how we do. But anyways, so there's this book. And then getting into this one, there's more vintagey books in this one. We have several golden books in here, little golden books. This is My Little Golden Word Book, and it is in rough shape, I will tell you. It's got a lot of staining on the back, a lot of scuffing on the front. A few of the pages on the inside are missing, are torn out. It used to belong to little Jonathan Parker. You know, some of the pages are stained. I don't know the year on this book because the page that the year would be written on has been torn out. But you can see that there was 1 or 2 pages in the front that have been torn out and 1 page in the back that has been torn out. But the majority of the pages are still here. So this would be good to utilize for ephemera purposes only. You can repurpose the cover if you want to make a little golden book cover, obviously. Just cover up some of the marks with some, you know, lace or rickrack or what have you. Here's another little golden book. It is Baby Farm Animals. The spine is taped back together, and you can tell that whoever taped it a long time ago because even the tape is starting to yellow a little bit. But otherwise, the book isn't in that bad of shape. It used to be 39 cents. So let's see if the year is on the inside of this. The inside end paper has been torn, as you can see, unfortunately. So if you plan on making a golden book journal out of this, you'll have to put another end paper in there. I don't think any of the pages have been torn out of this one. The date on this is 1958. Holy moly. Which explains why it's in the condition it's in. You know, the tops of the pages have some staining. Pretty much all of them all the way around have some vintage wear, if you will. Oh, yep, there's a page has been torn out of the back right there. But the majority of the pages are still here. Very, very cute. So you can make a little golden book journal out of this, or you can utilize the pages for ephemera, whatever you would plan to do. Here's another one, Tom and Jerry's Party. This is another little golden book. The corners, you know, pretty rough. And the back of it's not too bad. The spine is worn. So basically the majority of these you would use mostly for ephemera, if I'm being honest with you. Utilizing the pages for the most part. The year on this is, it says 1955. Wow, really? I don't see an earlier date, just the 1955. And that whole thing, there's no other date, or year, rather. 1955. The pages, for the most part, are good. There's some coloring. Somebody took a crayon. Why do I feel like this is not as old as 1955? I don't know. I do not know. It very well could be, though. Very well could be. So there's that one. And then the last one is The Musicians of Bremen. This is another little golden book, which is also in questionable condition. The back of it's not too bad. The spine is actually not that bad. Let's find a year. This says 1983. 1983. The pages seem to be in good shape other than some staining, naturally, because it's an older book. There's some coloring here. Doesn't seem to be any pages ripped out of this one. They seem to be all here, at least that's what it looks like. So there's that one. And then lastly, we have this Walt Disney's Fun to Read Library Volume 2, Thumper's Little Sister. And this is a Walt Disney beginning reader bantam book. For the most part, the bones are good, but there is some scuffing. The inside end papers are in really good condition. And the year on this is, drum roll, 1986. 1986. The end papers on the back cover are also in really good condition. The pages seem to be in really good condition. I don't see any torn out. I don't see any discoloration, rips, tears, drawing. But let's just go through just to make sure. There's a little bit of staining right there. They look good. They're nice thick pages too. some staining right there. So there's that. So you get this Disney book, all 4 of these little golden books, the Kick Up Your Heels school reader, the Let's Talk About Lying book, the sports die cuts, the buttons, and all of these beautiful ribbons. Bundle number 14 total is $20 for everything you see here. So if you're interested in this bundle, again, go into the comments, make sure it's still available, and if it is, go ahead and shoot me an email. All right, guys, bundle number 15. Bundle number 15 is $12. There's 2 packages to this bundle because, again, I couldn't fit everything in one. I have to get larger of the plastic bags. So we'll go through the first one. Again, bundle number 15 for $12. So we have 2 of these beautiful Christmas ruffle trim. If I can get it open, it keeps wanting to escape my hands. There we go. How beautiful is that with the pine cones and the holly berries and all of that. So, so pretty. And you get a big bundle of that. I don't know how much of it is here, but there's a lot. And then there's another one, same deal, different pattern with the poinsettias and the bells and the berries and the holly and the pine needles. Super, super pretty. Perfect for Christmas journals since Christmas is coming up. You get a big, big thing of this. Again, I don't know how much is here, but there's quite a bit of it. A lot of the things in this bundle are Christmassy things. Here is, these are like, I think that they are handmade Christmas tree ornaments. I did not make these. I bought these from a church sale, but you can absolutely use these in your journals. So let me open some of them up, give you an idea. Fingers are sticking to it. There we go. So how cute. How cute is that? Get 2 of those, and then the wreaths. Drum and the horn. Another drum and horn. These ones I believe are stockings. And the stockings are raised on this. And then the basket, the recipe book basket. Get 2 of those. And then the gingerbread man. So cute. And then we have some bears. Looks like bears and maybe candy canes. Let's see. Okay, these are iron-ons. Got some bears. Iron-on transfers. And then the bears with the candy canes. And some more bears. Candy cane, sitting on a candy cane. Lots of these. You can definitely utilize these in your journals. There's the bottom half of one. Uh-oh. Where's the top half? I don't know. Somebody didn't finish these ones. But there's a lot of them here, as you can see. And then these ones, several of these. We have, the angels, and they are raised. I don't know if you can see that. They're very thick. So we have the angel, and then this angel. How beautiful is that? There's 3 of those, and then a heart. Beautiful. So you get all of these. Okay, so there are those. Super cute, and these are handmade. I just don't know who made them. I bought them from the church sale. We have this beautiful big bundle here of red lace. Hopefully there's no pins in here that are going to stick me. There we go. beautiful red lace. How pretty is that? And it's ruffled, and you get a lot of that, quite a bit of it. So there's that. And then also, this isn't Christmassy, but I threw this in there. It's another big bundle of the red, white, and blue. You got the pickup truck with the fireworks and the American flag coming out of the back. And as you can see, you get quite a bit of that. Love that. And then this Christmas book, it's Southern Living. Southern Living Christmas book, ideas for food, entertaining, decorating, crafts, gifts, holiday events in the South. And again, it is Southern Living. Excellent condition, this book. The year, let's see about the year. The year is 1973. Right there. So pretty vintage. Lots of really cool depictions, pictures, recipes, decorating ideas. Again, all kinds of stuff in here that would be perfect to just utilize as it is, or to utilize for your Christmas themed junk journals. Some black and white pictures, some colored pictures. All of the pages are in excellent condition. Get that. Love that. Look at how pretty that is. Lots of recipes. Southern pecan pie, custard pecan pie, roast lamb, cornbread stuffing, southern fried apples, corn pudding, lemon cheese pie, all kinds of really yummy recipes in here. Like I said, the pages are in really good condition. So there's this. Again, this is the Southern Living Christmas book. And then getting into this one. We have, if I can get it out, here we go. These are, I think these are stickers. Let's double check just to make sure. Yeah, stickers. There's like Merry Christmas, it's Christmas tree, more Christmas trees. So you get these stickers. These are rubber stamps. The whole set is here. You got a snowman, you got a little girl ice skating, a little boy skiing, sledding, making a snow angel. You got some snowflakes, a little penguin here. Look at the penguin with the snowball. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's super cute. Lots of little sayings. These are the winter activities clear stamps. So you get all of these stamps. And then I included, try to get it out here. Whew, tight fit. There's 20 vintage postcards in here. Some have been used and some have not. I believe 10 of them are used and 10 of them are not used. But a lot of these postcards are from the 30s and 40s. So like these are the used ones. I think there's 10 used with the original stamps and writing. This is New York City at Christmas. So pretty. Go through all of them really quick so you can see what you'll be getting. Okay, and then these next 10 are unused. They're still vintage, but no writing, no stamps. I love this one. Don't know how old it is, but it looks pretty old. It is the Majestic Building in Detroit. This one also looks to be pretty old. So you get 20 of those. Again, 10 used, 10 unused. Every single one of them very vintage. I'll put that in. Put those back in after. This is the price guide to Wallace Nutting Pictures. This is just a vintage book that you can utilize if you're not familiar with Wallace Nutting Pictures. You can utilize this. This was published in 1986. And it's basically just a price guide here. But there's also some really cool pictures in here too that you can cut out and use to make ephemera. Pretty much every page. I love that one. Has pictures in here. Black and white. They're all black and white. So there's that. Thanksgiving is coming up, so here's some Thanksgiving fabric. I actually purchased fabric for my pumpkin journals that I'm working on right now. And in the bundle of the fabrics that I purchased, there was some Thanksgiving ones. And I don't plan on making Thanksgiving journals, at least not this year. So I am going to include these. These are brand new. These aren't vintage or anything. These are brand new fabrics, and each of these are 10 by 10. Yep, 10 by 10 inches. So there's this one. There's several of them here. Come on now. It wouldn't let me grab the edge of it. And then there's this one. So if you're doing Thanksgiving journals, these would be perfect. And I purchased these on Amazon. Again, they just came in the bundle of fabric that I ordered for my pumpkin journals. And while they do have pumpkins, they have turkeys and pies and pilgrim hats and things like that. So I won't be needing those. So that's... I threw these in there to include. And then lastly, we have this vintage book, which is The Big Book of Real Trains. The book itself is in really good condition, as you can see. 1976 is when it was gifted. But let me see if I can find the copyright date. 1976. So it was purchased brand new and gifted. But the book is in really good condition. So if you're into trains, or you know somebody who is into trains, if you're making a journal where you can utilize these, that would be perfect. And like I said, all the pages are here. They're all in excellent condition. So that is this included. So again, this is bundle, upside down, bundle number 15, and this is $12. If you like everything you see in this bundle and you are interested in claiming it, go ahead and shoot me an email. All right, guys, coming in with bundle number 16. We have this bundle and one more bundle after this. This bundle also comes with 2 packages. So this is bundle number 16, and it is for $12. Lots and lots of lace in here, guys. So you get this very thick roll. I don't know how well you can see that, but it is a very thick roll of black lace. Put it down on the white here so you can see it better. How beautiful. How beautiful is that? And again, it is a very, very thick roll, very heavy roll. So you get tons and tons of that. This is almost like an eyelash trim, but like a thicker version. and it's gold. There we go. Piece of that. This is like a peachy color ruffle trim, lace trim. I'm trying to get the get it to come back. Still a little blurry. There we go. I had to stop and restart. And it's got the peachy pink ribbon running through it. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I think you get I forgot how many inches of this you get. Let's see, 12 and 12 is 24. I think 30 inches of this. And then there's this gold and white bundle here. I don't know how much is here, but it's a lot. As you can see, it's like a white lacy trim with some gold in there. There's quite a bit of that. And then this lace right here. It's very thick. Sorry, my dog is up and walking around. You got like the schoolhouse and the post office and the church, and there's some hearts along the top. Beautiful, beautiful design. I received something similar like this from Carrie the Paper Monkey in a Happy Mail. And I believe the one she sent me was more of a beigey color, where this is white. And then I seen this at a flea market, and I said, oh my god, I have to get it, because the one that she sent me, I loved it. So I had to get some more. Of course, I kept some of this and then shared some of it with you guys. As you can see, there's quite a bit of it here. And we have this beautiful brown lace, lots of it here. It's so soft and airy. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Here, let me put it down here so you can get a better view of the design. So pretty. And there is a lot of it here, as you guys can see. So there is that. Here's some more of the white and gold, but this is thicker. It's got the 2-tier ruffle, and then the eyelet at the top, but it's the white and gold. You get quite a bit of it. And then this white lace here, lots and lots of it. You get a pretty thick bundle of that, but it is so pretty. Look at how gorgeous that is. I love lace, guys. I love lace. And I have a lot of it, so I don't mind sharing it with you guys. But look at that. That's how much you get. You get quite a bit of it. Here's another white ruffle lace. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, it is like a white ruffly. Nice big bundle of that. I don't have measurements of how much I'm giving you guys. I basically grab a giant chunk of it. See that? And I just incorporate it into the bundles. And then we have this. It's like a nudish beigey type color. And then there's a lot of this. I don't know where the end, there it is. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. And there's quite a bit of it here that you guys will be getting, or you guys, whoever ends up with this bundle. This lace will definitely last a while. And then here's this one. It's like a cream color, like a light cream color. You get lots of this. How beautiful is that? All of this lace is just gorgeous, and you get lots and lots of it. And then there's this one. Lots of lace in this bundle, guys. So if you love lace, this is the bundle for you. Here we go. How beautiful. And you get a bunch of this too. I want to say there's like 30 or 40 inches of this lace here. So there's that bag, and then in this bag Am I zoomed out all the way? Nope, I didn't think so. Okay. So here's some more tulle. There is 4 rolls of this Details Accessories tulle. There's 8 yards per roll, and each roll is brand new, never opened. And it is a beautiful soft white tulle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 rolls of that. This is like an aqua burlap, if you will. And it's very wide. It is 5.5 inches wide. So you can cut it up or, you know, utilize it for whatever. You get a nice big bundle of that. I love the color. Very pretty. And then you get this spool of cheesecloth. Lots of different projects you can use with cheesecloth, and there's a whole bunch of it here on this wooden spool. So that is this bundle, guys. Bundle number 16 for $12. If you're interested, make sure you check to see if it's still available, and if so, shoot me an email to claim. And last but not least, bundle number 17, and this is only $2. I really don't, I priced it very, very low. Obviously $2 is really low because I don't really know what a junk journaler crafter would do with something like this, but if you do other types of crafting that you could utilize this for, then more power to you. These are the bell tissue embellishments, like for weddings. Like this is the garland, as you can see. And then this is the honeycomb bells, which is what these are. These are just not in their package. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them here of various sizes. And then you have 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that it? Yep, so 10. You get 1. Let's recount. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. One stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you get 10 of the honeycomb bells and 1 of the bell tissue garland. And you get all 11 of these for $2. So this is bundle number 17, $2. If you're interested in purchasing this one, go ahead and shoot me an email to claim it. All right, guys, that is it for this week's bundle sale. So again, if you've seen anything that you liked, make sure that you go down into the comments section under this video to make sure it's still available. Like I said, as soon as someone claims a bundle, I will immediately go over into the comments section and delete it from the list so that you guys are always updated, unless it's in the middle of the night. Like if somebody emails me in the middle of the night to claim a bundle, obviously I'm going to be sleeping, so I won't be able to immediately go over and eliminate that bundle from the list. But if that happens to happen and somebody does claim it and it hasn't been removed yet, I will email you back to let you know, I'm sorry, that bundle has already been claimed. But these 4 bundles that you see are leftover bundles from last week's bundle sales, or the week before. I'm sorry, we didn't have a bundle sale last week. The bundle sale from the week before last. And I lowered the prices of these to $10. They were all $12. So I did lower the price to $10. I'm not going to open them up and show you guys right now because this video has been long enough, I think. But the bundles that are left available are bundle number 7, bundle number 3, bundle number 8, and bundle number 4. So 7, 3, 8, 4. If you want to see what these entail, head on over to the last bundle sale. I'll actually put the link to that in the description below this video so that you guys don't have to go searching for it. And see what I have available in these 4 bundles. And if you want these, make sure that you claim them. Again, by number 7, 3, 8, 4. And these have all been dropped down to $10. In that video, I did say that these are worth $12 because they were at the time. But since these are extras that have not been sold, they are now $10 for each bundle. So if you want to see what these are, go on over into the last bundle sales video, which again, I will put the link. I have no idea what that was. Oh my gosh. I will put the link in the description. It scared me. It made me jump. I gotta go see what that was. Go check out that bundle sale video and let me know if you want any of these four. And again, any of the ones that we showed today. So again, shoot me an email, claim your bundle, give me your information, your name and shipping address, and then I will contact you within 24 to 48 hours with an invoice with your total price, including shipping. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that we have going on in our bundle sale, and I will see you in the next video, which will be Friday, September 12th. We will be doing some work on our pumpkin journals. Super excited. I got the covers almost done. We have to embellish the covers. I got the signatures tied in. We're going to be making some ephemera and things like that to go inside of these journals on Friday. So I hope you join me for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.